like flowers, blue, yellow, green, pinky, but we are all together because of the thread inside. Sutre maniganaiva, but nobody can see the thread as the pearls strung on the thread, but nobody can see me. That's Krishna. Yadi gaur na hoita tabki hoita. What will happen if Krishna will not be here? I know one thing for sure, we will not be here together. Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Yashoda Nandana Jaya Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Yashoda Nandana Jaya Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gora, 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 Gora. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rivo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Gora, 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 Gora. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hop, hop. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Radhe Shyam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Jai Sachinandana, Jai Sachinandana, Jai Sachinandana, Gaura Hari. Jai Sachinandana, Jai Sachinandana, Jai Sachinandana, Gaura Hari. Nityananda Pranadana, Nityananda Pranadana, Nityananda Pranadana, Gaura Hari. Gadadhara Mohana, Gadadhara Mohana, Gadadhara Mohana, Gaura Hari. Navadvipa Chandra, Navadvipa Chandra, Navadvipa Chandra, Gaura Hari. Patita Pavana, Patita Pavana, Patita Pavana, Gaura Hari. Kali Yuga Avatara, Patita Pavana, Gaura Hari. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Nidai Gaura Haribo, Haribo, Gaura Haribo, Haribo, Haribo. Nidai Gaura Haribo, Haribo, Gaura Haribo, Haribo. Nitai, 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 Gaura Haribo, 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 Gaura Haribo. Jai Gaura Premanande. Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahansa Privrajikacharya Ashtotrasta Shishimatendra Swami Abhay Charanindra Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahansa Privrajikacharya Ashtotrasta Shishimatendra Swami Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Maharaj Ki Jai. Ananta Kuri Vaishnava Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Samstapakacharya Skundaviti Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासरि गौर भक्त वृंद की जाए। ग्रंथ श्रीमद् भागवतम महापुराण की जाए। अनंत कुरि वैष्णव भक्त वृंद की जाए। निदाय गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhirayat Nashta Prayesho Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatuttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Yam Swanubhavamakilam Shutisaramekam Adhyatmadipamatitirshatam Tamundham Samsarinam Karunayaha Purana Guhyam Tam Vyasasунupayami Gurum Muninam Mukham Karoti Vachalam Phalgum Langayate Girim Tatkripatamaham Bande Shri Gurundinatarine Ajanulambita Pujau Kanakavadatau Sankirtanai Kapitarau Kamalaya Takshau Vishwambaro Dvijabaro Yugadharma Palau Vande Jagat Priyakaro Karunavatarau Nityananda Vadutendurva Sudha Pranavallabha Jahnavi Jivita Patir Krishna Prema Pradah Prabhu Padmavati Shriman Sutaha Sachinandana Purvajaha Bhavanmatta Jagatrata Rakta Gaura Kalevaram Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Tubhyam Matvi Chikitsayam Tubhyam Matvi Chikitsayam Atma me darshito bahihi Atma me darshito bahihi Nalena salile moolam Nalena salile moolam Pushkarasya vichinvatah Pushkarasya vichinvatah Pushkarasya vichinvataha Mataji, please. Tubhyam, unto you. Mad, me. Me. Because it's difficult to switch the languages, because just now I was speaking Nepali, now I have to speak English. Before that I was speaking Sanskrit. Vichikitsayam. And you're trying to know Atma, self. Me, of myself. Darshita, exhibited. Abahihi, from within. Nalena, through the stem. Salile, in the water. Moolam, root. Pushkarasya, of the lotus, the primeval source. Vichinvata, contemplating. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. When you were contemplating whether there was a source to the stem of the lotus of your birth, and you even entered into that stem, you could not trace out anything. But at that time, I manifested my form from within. Purport. The personality of Godhead can be experienced only by His causeless mercy, not by mental speculation or with the help of the material senses. Material senses cannot approach the transcendental understanding of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He can be appreciated only by the submissive devotional service when He reveals Himself before the devotee. Only by love of Godhead can one know God, and not otherwise. The personality of Godhead cannot be seen with the material eyes, but He can be seen from within by spiritual eyes opened by the ointment of love of Godhead. As long as one's spiritual eyes are closed due to the dirty covering of matter, one cannot see the Lord. But when the dirt is removed by the process of devotional service, one can see the Lord without a doubt. Brahmaji's personal endeavor to see the root of the lotus pipe failed. But when the Lord was satisfied by the penance of Brahmaji, by his penance and devotion, He revealed Himself from within with no external endeavor. Magyanatimirandhasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmritam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Interesting that all our spiritual life based on experience. Yam swanubhavam akilam shruti saramekam. Anubhava means experience. So we can see that Lord Brahma, he got an experience. Lord Brahma's life is huge. 311 billions, 400 millions of light years. I believe it's only one day. And then it's huge, night, and then 30 days, and then 1 year, and then 100 years. And 100 years of Brahmaji is nothing but just spark of the light in the sky for the Mahavishnu. And still, after such a long, long time, Lord Brahma, he trying to understand who is, source of my existence, or what is that? And then he says in 10th Canto Bhagavatam, Gyane prayasam dapasya namantaiva. By your own endeavor, you can never understand unlimited Supreme Lord. And the same thing Scriptures explains. Scriptures explain, Ayamatma balahinena labhyana midhaya na bahunam shrutena. Not by studying 10,000 times Bhakti Shastri or 3,000 times Bhakti Vaibhava, not by constructing huge super duper pooper projects, not by doing big gym or something, become with big tilak and beautiful iron dhoti or sari. You can never attract Krishna's attention, no? Then how to understand who is Lord? Interesting. Lord Brahma, he was sitting, and then, and from the nose, Varaha came. Just like this. From nose, you see? Like from nose, what we do every morning, we know what we do. But Krishna came and he was bewildered. What is this? What is this, pig? And then this Varahadev, he was doing like this, and some droplets of water from his body falling on the head of sages, and they were offering stutis, prayers, Sahasra Purusha Suktas, Sahasra Shirsha Purushaha Sahasrasa Sahasrapata Sa Bhumim Vishvato Vitva Atitishtam Dasamgulam Purusha Evedagam Sarvam. Everybody praying to Lord. And Lord Brahma was just bewildered to understand how come God comes from nose, and that also as a pig. One Christian priest asked Srila Prabhupada, how is it possible God can become pig? I mean, how is it possible God becomes pig? And Srila Prabhupada looked at him. He is a boss. He can do whatever he wants. He is a boss. If he could not become pig, it means he is not God. God means he can do anything. He can come out from anywhere. Andantarastam paramanu chayantarastam. He can come from any atom, from from the pillar, as in Nrsimhadev. When Nrsimhadev Bhagavan appeared, for those who are sleeping. So he came, and all great Brahmaji, he was standing, he could not believe. Even Brahma, he's a head of our Sampradaya, he's Maha Acharya. Even he was bewildered. Mohyanti Atsuraya. He was completely bewildered. How God can, even Lakshmi Devi became bewildered. I never saw my husband like this. I never saw, this is not my husband perhaps. And then he came and they put this, Prabhupada says, 5 years old baby, go. How old is he?
6.
6. Can you stand up? Here we see, tidding, sample piece. Such a small, even Lord Brahma, his body made out of 97% of intelligence and 3% of false ego. 0 false ego. Thank you. So you see, such a small Vaishnava, and Krishna came to him. And not by intelligence, nayamatma balahinina namedhaya nabahunam shrutena. Not by intelligence, Brahmaji could not understand Krishna with his endeavor. And Prahlad Maharaj, he came and Lord Nrsimha put him on the lap and started to lick him like, and put his head on his head, his hand on his head. And Prahlad Maharaj is praying, my dear Lord, I am surprised. This Lord Brahma, you gave him in the beginning of creation, Chatur Shloki, and explained him and you empowered him, delegated all power for Bhaktivedanta manner and for everything you gave him. And I'm just new Bhakta, I'm 5 years old. And you came for me, not... Can you imagine the, king of UK coming to meet him? Hey, how are you? He is not, without any notice even. Can you imagine? Wow! No police, no helicopters, nothing. He just come, I want to meet this boy. What to speak about? So this is all demigods, they were bewildered. They couldn't understand that this is God. But Prahlad Maharaj, he could. And he offered wonderful prayers. He said, Brahma daya suragana munayo cha siddhaha satvai kata nagatayo vacha sampravahe naraditum purugunair aduna pipipruhu kim toshum arhasi same harir ugra jati. My dear Lord, Brahma, Daya, Sura, Gana, Brahma, Lord Shiva, demigod, Sura, Munayo, Chasiddha, Siddhas, Munis, Rishis, Yogis, Saptarishi, they couldn't understand. They're snoring in Sanskrit. They just such a pandits. And I didn't do even my basic primary bhakta training yet. And my father is Hiranyakashipu, by the way. Every breakfast he was eating demigods, he's drinking wine and Ruslan vodka, Russian vodka and everything. Such a degraded fellow. And I am his son, by the way. Harir Ugra Jati. I am from Ugra family. I am not in Sattvaguna even, forget it. But you still came to me from the pillar. Now I understand, my dear Lord. Manni dhana bijana rupa tapasruto. He says, I understand, not by intelligence, not by money, not by, intellectual jugglery like Prabhupada said. You can never get me. Many people distracted with so many tricks, karma mishra bhakti, jnana mishra bhakti, money donation collection mishra bhakti. That is all important to raise our consciousness. But what is the most important? Bhaktya tutosha bhagavan gajayuthapaya, my dear Lord, I understand. Even dull animal like Gajendra, he didn't know anything. He just took one flower and offered you in Guru Puja. That's all. He just offered you one flower. And you came. It is explained that Garuji, he was parked in the garage. And Lord Krishna was so eager to save Gajendra, he ran without Garuji. So Garuji had to fly behind the Lord to catch up. Krishna becomes so enthusiastic to save his devotee when he will just put two hands and call his name. You see? When somebody calling Krishna's name, Govinda, he says in Mahabharata, I'm still in debt in front of Draupadi. That time when Dushasan was pulling her sari, and she called helplessly, Govinda! Still, my debt, still growing. I cannot repay her. Naparayeham, he said to the gopis. And she only one time, she chanted, Govinda! I could not repay it to her. I cannot repay. And my debt not only just still remaining, it's growing day by day. Dividend, some interest is growing. I cannot repay that. There is one explained in the scriptures, Skanda Purana, that Gokoti Dhanam Grahane Kahasya Sahasra Ganga Daka Kalpavasaha Yatha Meru Suvarna Dhanam Govinda Kirtir Natamam Satam Saihi. Gokoti Dhanam Grahane Kahasya. We had this Kumbh Mela recently, we went there. So many, millions of people coming there. I used to be in charge of ISKCON temple. And for many, many years, I saw these big yogis, 15 meters hair, they sitting, all different postures. They're growing nails, 5 meters. I've seen some of them walking on the water. Some guys living for 350 years. No, you're kidding. True. I've seen such yogis. They're sitting in caves. I don't want to be deviated to tell you these stories, but it's true. But still, Pantastu koti satavatsara sambragambhyo vayo rathapi manaso muni pungavanam supyasti yat prapadasim avichintya tattve govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. They can travel with the speed of mind, walk on the sun rays, but they cannot reach the toenails of lotus feet of Krishna. Yat pada pankaja palasa vilasa bhaktya. So there's a lotus feet of Krishna. This is a vessel which can cross us through this material ocean. Samasritam ye pada pallava plavam. Pallava means boat. Boat can cross us through this material ocean. Mrityu samsara sagarat. Padam padam yad vipadam natesham. So many slips between cup and lips. Anything can happen. Any ballistic missile of crazy leaders of this world can drop on the London, on Ukraine or Russia. My mother Ukrainian, my father Russian, and I am Indian. Just see. Nagharka naghatka, they say. Madness. Mahabharata is not something old. It's happening in the same family. So how to achieve the peace? So Shastra says, Gokoti Dhanam Grahane Kahasya. During that Kumbh Mela, if somebody giving charity, thousands and millions of cows with golden horns, like gold-plated horns and hoofs and just beautiful ornaments and decorations, one cow, and then give millions of cows like this. Koti. How much punya, piety you'll get. Put it on one side. And then, Sahasra Ganga Daka Kalpavasaha. Kalpavas means 1 month in Kumbh Mela, in Triveni Sangam, Ganga Yamuna Saraswati, you have to do heavy tapasya. Usually the grihastas they do, like vanaprasthas. I've been there, I did so many Magh Melas, Kumbh Melas. We used to feed 10,000 people every day in ISKCON camp. With Dinabandhu Prabhu, Sarvabhauma Prabhu, so many, Sanak Kumar Prabhu. So it was like really tension, so many people. And you have to wake up morning time, and in Magh, January, February month, in the in Prayagraj, in Allahabad, it's very freezing cold, like kohra, bolte na, so kohra, very freezing cold, like liquid ice. You have to take bath morning time, 5 o'clock, then daytime and evening time. And then you have to eat once, and you have to feed khichdi to so many sadhus giving charity. And if you can pass 1 month like this, it's called 1 kalpavas. So much tapasya you have to do with your wife. Live in simple tent. But Shastra says, Sahasra Gangadaka Kalpavasa. You do thousands of this kind of Kalpavasa. How many piety you'll get by serving sadhus? Not yet. Meru Suvarnadanam. If you can give mountain of gold charity to Bhaktivedanta manner, how much piety you'll get? Mountain, not just simply 2-3 pounds, Mahadanvir, super pooper charity one, 20 pounds. Mountain of gold. Still, it's not enough. You put these 3 pious activities, thousands of years, kalpavas, millions of cows, and mountain of gold to Vaishnavas, you can give donations. Put it on one side of the scale. And another side, you put Govinda Kirtin Nadamam Satam Saihi. You chant only one time Govinda. Govinda! Govinda! See, boom. These 3, nothing comparing to one time chanting Govinda. Namnamakari Bahudha Nija Sarva Shaktis. So much power in the holy name. Namo Chintamani Rupam Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Punya Shuddha Purna Shuddha Nitya Mukta Abhinna Tvam Namanamine. It's not different from Krishna. But who has that realization? Not everybody have this realization. Anubhava. And we are chanting so many names every day. Nothing happens. I always give this example. One bhakta was chanting, from UK. Who is that? He opened the door. 3 Yamadutas were there. Excuse me. I am Tilak. I did 2 times Bhakti Shastri. You see, wrong address. He said. So one Yamadut said, no, it's okay. Chitragupta gave us this address. This is exactly address. Bhaktivedanta manner, correct. No. Yes, we came. My name is Shnik, he is Hiri, and he is Brum. You all life you are calling us Shnik Shnik Hiri Brum Brum Shnik Shnik Brum Shnik Shnik Hiri Brum Shnik Shnik Brum Shnik Shnik Hiri Brum Brum, because you're too much busy going to the office, so you have to complete your 16 rounds. Shnik Shnik Hiri Hiri Brum Brum. We have to be very careful what we are calling. That's why we always need some devotees who can cross-check us. Hey, Prabhu. I remember we were in Ukraine. We were Sankirtan devotees, brahmacharis, and we used to put so many books in temple. In our brahmachari ashram was completely packed with the books, cartoons, And we had only place to sleep, only one small space. Hare Krishna. So we used to keep for each and every brahmachari only this much space to sleep only. Left and right were cartoons of the books still ceiling, and we used to make competition with BBT. They used to provide books and we used to distribute. And those days we distribute with thousands of Bhagavatam sets, not just one. Thousands. That's another story I can share with you later on. It was such a fun. It was such a mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And I remember we used to chant every day morning time japa in our own cave, made out of cartoons of the books. So, and my neighbor, that time he was Narakantaka Prabhu, he's now our head pujari, that time. And he was sitting in his cave and I was sitting in my cave. And we were always chanting, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. And I was hearing, he was chanting, Hare Rama, Rama 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 Rama. I counted 27 times, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Rama Rama. I said, something wrong mantra. Maybe he's Rama Bhakta, that's okay. But maybe not Hare Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu didn't give this mantra and said, Prabhu, I think you have to check your ucharan, pronunciation. I'm okay. I'm okay. There are 3 things which actually obstacle to receive feedback. 3 main obstacles in our spiritual life. I know that. Another devotee, I'll not tell you name, of course, now. I regret I told the name now, okay, but it was, I recorded this on my tape recorder. I still have my tape recorder with me. I'm carrying with me. And just in case something happens, I record so. And yeah. And then I recorded him. I said, see, now listen. Rama, 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 Rama. Oh, very nice. Because he was so much dedicated. He was waking up for morning Mangalarati, 2 o'clock, wake pujari, very tough. And he was feeling always sleepy. And as a devotee was, He's senior devotee, but whenever he used to chant Hare Krishna, he took japa mala, Vanchakalpatarabhya, every morning, Tulasi Puja and Vanchakalpatarabhya. And the moment he was taking japa, ha! Not even Hare Krishna, Krishna. Ha! I don't know, some sleeping pill or something. So much Shakti that by touching only, ha! Stand by. So, and I feel very, very uneasy because so many new boys were sitting there also. So I sit down, one day I sit down with him nearby. So I planned, okay, as soon as he'll become, like, so I can kick him like this. So just to help him. And I remember we start just next morning, we sit down, ha! And he said, just this close to the ground. I thought to the floor. I said, I'll not kick him immediately. Let me wait till he'll go really down. Otherwise he'll say me, I know that. So he'll go down, so it will be very evident already. So he went, and I was waiting, 1, 2, 3, counting, and he became maybe 10 centimeters from the floor. I said, and he, what? And he continued to chant as if nothing happened. So that's why it is said, sometimes, for you to be wise where ignorance is bliss. So sometimes, no need to give advice unless you are hired. So we really need devotees. That's why Shastra says, Tulayam alavena pina swargam na punarbhava bhagavat sangha sangasya martyanam kimutasi saha. Association of devotees, we can never compare to any opulence of heavenly planets or to material opulence. Nothing. It's such a rare commodity to get association of devotees. And whatever they may be, they have experience. Everybody have experience. When we're coming here, we are not here to impress each other. Oh, see how many 2.5 shloka in Sanskrit I know. How nicely I can pronounce and how beautiful eyes I have. Kripakataksha, how Prabhu. Not for that. We are coming here to share experience. Bodhayantas parasparam tushyanti charamanti cha. It may be a little bit, it's okay. But that's what we are here, to share experience. Once Srila Prabhupada was writing his books, and Pradyumna, Prabhupada used to call him Panditji. He said, Prabhupada, how am I supposed to see you as a perfect? How? Because I can see, because he was Sanskrit scholar, and he was making so many corrections for Prabhupada's mistakes in the books. He said, I can see so many mistakes in your books. Hundreds of mistakes I'm correcting. Prabhupada, I'm supposed to see you as a perfect. How are you perfect? And Prabhupada said, I'm perfect. How? How? I'm supposed to see you. And Prabhupada said, I'm perfect. Why? Because whatever I do, Krishna accepts. That's my perfection. If Krishna accepts, perfect. Aradhana tadaharim tapasam tatam kim. Naradhana tadaharim tapasam tatam kim. If you're already worshipping Krishna and Krishna pleased with you, what's the use of doing tapasya? And if you're not worshipping Krishna and you're doing heavy tapasya, what is the use? Rahu ganaitat tapasana yati na chejjaya nirvapanat grihadva na chandasa nirvajalagni surya vina mahat padarajo bhishekam. Vritrasura or Raghugan Maharaj. He says, what is the use of tapasya or sitting in cold water in just hot sun, putting fire on your head, unless you're getting lotus dust from lotus feet of Vaishnavas, padarajo bhishekam. You cannot get perfection. Cannot. Same thing, Prahlad Maharaj, he says, padarajo bhishekam niskinchananam navrinitayavat. We need to get the dust and do abhishek. We have to take bath with the dust from lotus feet of Vaishnavas. And what is the dust? Feet is the lowest part of the body, and dust is the lowest of the lowest. And we have to be... If you want to understand, you have to stand under. Stand. In Hindi they say, sir means head. Surrender. Surrender means sir under. I'm telling this was one bottle and was bottleneck. And bottleneck asked bottle, brother, you're giving water to everyone. Traveling all over the world and giving lectures, and you never give one drop to me. I am ISKCON Life member, I am your close brother, nobody. I'm giving this Patri Dāsa Samhita Tatparya purpose, so you can get the idea. Sometimes under the candle there is darkness. candle giving light to all world, but there is darkness. We're taking for granted sometimes somebody who is living with us. So you're never giving one drop of water to me. Why? And bottle said, see, my dear bottleneck, everybody coming to me down and I'm giving them. And you're sitting on my head, how I can give you? If you want to understand, you have to stand under, not upstand, understand. You have to understand. That's why this is the beginning of knowledge. Amanitvam adambitvam mahim sakshantirarjavam achari upa asanam kshaucham kshantiratma vinigraha. Amanitvam. Damba. Damba means pride. Dambahitvam, Raghunath Goswami says in Manasha Shiksha. We have to become free from pride. For whatever 2.5 pounds we have, or 2.5 shlokas we know, nothing. We cannot impress sun by giving him some light candle offering, or you're going to Kumbh Mela and you're taking handful of water from Ganga. Om Ganga Divyaya Namaha. You're taking from Ganga, giving back to Ganga. What can we give to Krishna? In one very nice audio I heard, Srila Prabhupada said, be careful. You dealing with Krishna. What can you give to Krishna? Confirm. Thank you very much. Yes, Prabhupada once, Harishauri Prabhu, his secretary, he told me, whenever Prabhupada used to give statement and somebody, Prabhupada said, confirmed. And sometimes there's a lizard on the wall in India. You're speaking something and then lizard makes sound. Confirmed. And one day he asked Srila Prabhupada, you're saying confirmed, is it true? He said, oh yes, this is mentioned in Shastra. One of the Shastra, particularly Shariraka Shastra, I read Shariraka Shastra. It's explained. All your lines on your hands and different. It's prashana, it's really prashana. Astrology, I had one friend, prashana. His name Punyadikari in Nepal. He's 82 plus years old, he was. And prashana means by symptoms you can predict something. In temple we used to lose something, something sometimes happened in Janmashtami. One Prabhupada disciple came and he lost $5,000 in one computer. And he came to me, Patri Prabhu, what to do? My green card, my passport, my $5,000 and computer Apple left. Somebody stolen. Because not only saintly people coming to temple during the festival. Sometimes coming very, very purposely to steal something, pickpockets. So I called to my friend, this, Punyadikari, and you have to say particular word. When you're calling, you have to say, RJ. You have to say this, RJ. Okay, tell me the number immediately. Patri, tell me the number. And you have to tell number from 0 to 108 between. Telling any number or any name of flower, whatever he says. And then he says, where this item particularly is, whether you get it or you don't get it, whatever. And he said, no, don't worry, $5,000 will come to you by evening time and computer is somewhere inside the temple. Myself and Srila Mahavishnu Maharaj, or Kirtaniya, we were looking everywhere. I checked all brahmacharis, we opened all the bags. We just, we even dig some kind of dustbin, And guess what? In guest house, we found this computer packed in the plastic in some pipe, tied to the pipe, in some toilet. We found, and by evening time, $5,000, one guy came and said, sorry, I want to return this money. So the Prabhupada disciple was shocked. How is it possible? And he told me morning time. Another time, one devotee from Pakistan came. And he somehow or other he went outside and he lost his iPad. And he told, Patri Prabhu, can you tell me? So then I called him again. Okay, don't worry, it's 250 meters north west building on the second floor. It's there. No way. Anyway, we went and found. Srila Prabhupada writes in Chaitanya Charitamrita, this is material science, this is Jyotish. And he said, this famous Sanatana Goswami, when he was going through the jungle, and he went to some kind of hotel there, whatever, and one hotel keeper, he had one astrologer, and that astrologer predicted these two guys will come, and they have 8 golden coins in their pocket. So this is a science. Jyotish astrology is such a science that you cannot predict how much money you have in your pocket. This much. You know that story. So, and finally they found only, Ishana, give me money. Do you have money? And he gave him 7 coins and then said, okay, thank you so much, but I want to ask you, my astrologer told you that you have 8 golden coins and you give me only 7. Ishana, okay, sorry, I have 1 more coin. Get lost from here. A little bit attachment, you'll destroy me. So he sent him back. So we can see that this is a science. Similarly, Bhagavat Tattva Vijnanam, this is a science. It's not like simply agarbatti, mambatti, just not people coming doing some ritual. No, what make ritual into spiritual? Ritual plus SPI becomes spiritual. Srila Prabhupada and ISKCON plus ritual becomes spiritual. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. SPI plus ritual becomes spiritual. So Srila Prabhupada and ISKCON, he gave us these books systematically to explain everything. Not to be blind followers. And this is experience. An experience, once one child or some scientist is saying, show me your God, where is your God? Have you seen God? So this child, he challenged one sadhu. And sadhu said, okay, come here. What do you want to know? Did you see God? You didn't see God. I said, but I can feel God. I don't believe this. Then sadhu took the stick and started to beat the boy. Boom! Do you feel the pain? I feel. Show me the pain. But I feel it. Similarly, you can feel Krishna. When we chanting Hare Krishna, why this crazy guy is jumping and dancing? Why? Sit down. According to GBC law and constitution of ISKCON, you have to sit down and listen. Nobody can control you. When you have this experience, susukham kartum avyayam, you're getting mad. Mad bhakta, mad bhakta, Mad bhakta. Patri Dāsa samhita tatparya, this is Bhagavad Gita. Mad bhakta. Manmana mava mad bhakta. So like that. And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told to his Guru, Ishwarapuri, Guru Maharaj, what mantra did you give me? I am crazy already. What is it? I said, very good, very good. Better to be crazy for Krishna than to be crazy for Maya. It's a very good sign. Keep chanting. Because family which dance together, advance together. And, pray together, stay together. That's the program we have in Rise Festival. We came to give lecture. I was requested. Together. What is the catch? Together. Hold, as we say now, home of love and devotion. That's what Srila Prabhupada did for us. He created this house where we can praise Krishna together, dance together, advance together. When tide, comes in the ocean, in the port, where so many ships are there, or maybe some small boats. But when tide comes, everybody coming up together. Whether you are ABC or GBC, whether you are zero or hero, whether you are 10,000 years in Krishna consciousness, or you just new bhakta, just came. Doesn't matter. When we are dancing together, everybody making the same progress. That's benefit of yagya sankirtana pragya jayanti hi sumidasa. Like that. How dogs are barking. Sometimes you go to the street and somebody walking, and another dog pick up, it become like chain. Have you seen in the villages sometimes? So many dogs barking. Why? Because one dog saw a thief and everybody trusting this dog and pick up, and everybody start to bark. Other dogs, they never saw anyone. But because somebody barking, okay, let me bark also. That's parampara. In good sense. Sarai Mekam. Because Lord Brahma, he saw Krishna. Ishwaraha, Paramaha, Krishnaha, Satchitananda Vigraha, Anadiradir Govindam Sarvakarana Karanam. Because he followed the order of his spiritual master. Tapa. Okay, I'll do tapa. And then he started to do tapa. That's the key point. Because we don't have time, I have to conclude the lecture. What's the solution? How to see Krishna? Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena. How to see Krishna? Only by following the order of Guru. In Lord Brahma's case, Krishna was his Guru. In our case, Sakshad Haritvena Samastra Shastra. Yuktas-tadha bhavyata eva sadhi. He is Krishna, but not Krishna. He is human, but not human. Kyun? Isn't it? Guru is God, but not God. He is human, but he is not human. Like, Ramachandra, he made this army, Manaras, Hanuman. Ramaduta Hanuman. I just came from Ayodhya. It's a beautiful place. This Ramlala. So, Krishna himself taking the Vanaras. Va means Vana. Va means Jivo Amarova. Va means maybe, maybe not. Maybe human, maybe not human. He's like in between. So this Vanara. Hanumanji is maybe human, maybe Ramadu. He's a representative of Ram. But he's semi-human, monkey. So spiritual master is semi-representative. He's human, not human, but he is God. He's representative of God. Like as an ambassador, he is not country, but he is representative of country. And he has such a power to give us visa. And I was coming here actually, yesterday. And I was traveling through Nepal, though I have Indian passport now. But I'm traveling through third country. And I never knew. It's like new law nowadays. You have to give non-objection letter from your embassy, whoever you are. And I didn't have that embassy. I didn't have that. Oh no, it's new law. I said, excuse me. And flight is booked, everything is booked in 10 minutes already. Boarding over already. I'm just already getting late for boarding. And I said, what to do? And this custom officer, sorry, you cannot fly to UK. You cannot. Because you don't have non-objection letter. I said, come on. I didn't know that. It's your problem. Cool, In JFK in US, once I missed the flight. And this guy, very cool. You missed the flight. I came just 20 seconds before boarding door closed. And pilot's still there and still, all the stuff. Excuse me, just 20 seconds. You missed the flight. Cool, completely, no even emotions. Excuse me, please, try to understand. 20 seconds, this big line and customs were torturing me. You missed the flight. Like that. And this guy also same thing, you cannot go to UK this time. But I will lose my ticket, it's a very costly ticket and people waiting for me, we have festival. You missed the flight, sorry. So what I did, what I did? I had only 5 minutes time only. 5 minutes. I immediately called to some person. And he called to someone, another person, and this person called to that person. Okay, you can go. I'll not tell you the details. But the idea is that we got that permission and we got everything is okay. But Prabhupada said, I don't know everything, I know Krishna. Krishna knows everything. Similarly, I was thinking, what an experience. When you're going back to Godhead, I may be not really fit candidate to go back to Godhead, but we know Srila Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada, okay, this is my guy, let him go. Now I'm here. I had one devotee, brahmachari. Shall I tell you one story? Actually, I completely planned to speak everything completely different today. I just spontaneously. I had one brahmachari. He was a student in university and I was studying with him and I make him brahmachari and Krishna make him brahmachari. We took him to temple. His father came, was so angry. What is this nonsense? It's always like that. And then finally his father was very angry. Very, very angry that he became brahmachari. But I said, never mind, don't worry. I said, Prahlad Maharaj says that if you become devotee of Krishna, 21 generation ahead and 21 behind, whatever, become delivered. For the sake of your parents, don't worry. And he trusted. He also started barking, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Because I've seen many experiences. Guess what happened in brief? His father got sick and he fell in coma for 7 days. I said, now you have to go to your father and take care of him. Even though you're brahmachari, it's wrong to think that you should not take care of your parents. Go and take care. So he was sitting, his father was in coma, in hospital. And he was sitting and chanting in front of him. And then after some days, his father came back to senses. He came back to senses. And he immediately, give me Japamala right away. What happened? And he told him the story. Shall I tell you what happened? He was in coma, he went to hell. And he was in one line, and he saw Yamadutas, they grabbing each and every, like in line. and throwing that. There were 4 big holes with fire coming. And they were grabbing, and the guy was giving report with some kind of file. 1 second, it's called, to judge living entity takes 3 nimeshas. Ting, ting, ting. Nimesha means blinking the eye. Ting, ting, ting. Next. Ting, ting, ting. Pig. Ting, ting, ting. Ass. Ting, ting, ting. Snake. Ting, ting, ting. Mosquito. Whatever. Tree. In Africa, in Amazon jungle. Like that. Ting, ting, ting. And they grab it. This Yamaduta was grabbing and throwing in a particular hole. And then time comes, his father standing and his number coming. Now he came. And I said, I was blank. Nothing I can remember. Nothing black out. And this guy's Yamaduta was grabbing me like this. And this guy taking his file. And these eyes of Chitragupta becomes big like Jagannath. Sir. And the one guy sitting on the throne on the top. And he telling, it's written there, his son became Hare Krishna, ISKCON devotee. His son is Hare Krishna devotee in ISKCON. And this fellow on the throne, what is he doing here? Immediately take him out from here. Immediately take, what is he doing? What mistakes you guys doing? Immediately take him out. And this Yamadutas became so scared. Okay, go. They took him out from the line. And he came back to senses from coma. Give me Japamala. Immediately. Just because, sorry. Actually, this guy started to scream. You cannot take me, because my son, I give my son to Krishna, Hare Rama. I give my son as a donation to ISKCON temple. Then he said, yeah, true, it's written here. His son is Hare Krishna. Because he said, I didn't know anything, but I remember that I give my beloved son to Hare Krishna. And he said, I give my son to Hare Krishna. You cannot take me. And then this Yamaraj said, okay, get lost, get out from here. And he back to senses, give me Japamala, and started to change, became devotee, also father. Sometimes tough love also required. So we can see that by only by the mercy of spiritual mastery. Srila Prabhupada explains what is the most important shloka in all scriptures. Jiva Goswami gave explanation that all the shlokas and all the Vedas compared to the cows. Nanda Maharaj has 900,000 cows. And each and every cow represents shloka. And 4 legs of the cows, there are 4 lines, Tadviddi prani patena pari prashnena seva padikshante jnanam ginyas tattadarshina. 4 lines, there are 4 legs. All the hoof bell, they have bell. Cows, they have bells, on the legs and on the neck, bell. So these bells are meter. Dun 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 dun. This is a meter. This is they giving beautiful sound, and they are glorifying Krishna. Every shloka of the Vedas glorifying Krishna, and Mother Yashoda collecting the milk of glorification, and 100 cows and 10 cows, and then making Padma Ganda, that milk of the condensed milk, Padma Ganda, and making the butter for Krishna, for Krishna's pleasure. So essence of all the Vedas to please Krishna, samsiddhi haritoshanam. So, and that's the essence of the essence of the essence of all the Vedas. That's cream shloka. Prabhupada said, what is the most important shloka of all Vedas? So all sannyasis and disciples said, Atah Shri Krishna namadina bhavid grahyam indriyai. You cannot see Krishna by his swayam avaspuraj adaha, he has to manifest. Sarvadharman parityaja, whatever. So many shlokas they told. Prabhupada said, very good, but not the one. The most important shloka. Yasyadeve tatha gurau tasyaiti kathina hyartah prakashante mahatmanaha. For those who have unflinching faith in Guru and Krishna, everything will be revealed to them. And I'm supposed to start my class now, but we can end it now. Srila Prabhupada ki! I would like to end this with wonderful poem I wrote for Srila Prabhupada. I was just now in Srila Jayapataka Swami Maharaj requested me to go to Chile. And I went to, this Chile and many places we had Ratha Yatra. And I went to Punta Arenas. Punta Arenas, this is the most south part of this world. We used to do Harinam with penguins. We went, and then we went to, and I found one nice photo of Srila Prabhupada. See this photo, far out photo. full of compassion. Titikshava Karunika, he was praying. He's praying to Krishna, please save this. And, it is competition. When Srila Prabhupada was on this planet, he was glorifying Krishna. And when Prabhupada left, Krishna glorifying him. Now, this is a transcendental competition. And Krishna says, Nachatasmat manushishu kaschitmat priyakritamaha. My devotee will never perish. This is my promise. And if my devotee, this is one saying in Hindi, Lag bar hari kaha, ek bar haridas, ati prasanna shri larli, sada vipin kavas. It said, if 1,000 times you chant the name of Krishna, but equal to chanting one name of his devotee, Haridas. Those who are devotee of Krishna is more important than to chant name of Krishna. To glorify Krishna is one thing, but to glorify his devotees, even more pleasing to Krishna. So when we glorifying Srila Prabhupada, Krishna is so happy. And Prabhupada said, please save them. And Prabhupada said in Mayapur, I believe 75th, 1975, don't worry, I promise you. And Krishna says, you'll go back to Godhead. One lifetime, you go back to Godhead, because devotee promised. And now, Prabhupada left, and Krishna now thinking, oh no, what to do? Now I have to save these guys, what to do? Because Prabhupada promised, I have to do that. So we are here because of Srila Prabhupada's mercy, definitely. And I wrote one poem, I call this Our Hero. To this world dark of darkness, lost in pain, you brought the light of the Krishna's name. With boldness, grace, you paved the way and gave us hope that shines today. You saw no caste, no race, no creed, but lifted all in times of need. A helping hand, so kind and wise, directed us toward eternal skies. Srila Prabhupada, your light still shines through sacred words and holy lines. You gave us hope divine and rare, and love so deep beyond compare. Without arrogance and pride, you guided us to Krishna's side. By giving holy name so sweet, you took us to his lotus feet. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Narantara Srimad Bhagavatam Mahapurana ki jai. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you. And one thing more, I forgot to tell you. We have this map. We need Vaishnavas so badly. Without them, nobody will tell us Ram, 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 Ram. Nobody will correct us. I wrote this as a book. It's called Home of Love and Devotion. We was a group of devotees. We make this book, and it is a map how to avoid Vaishnava paradhas. I highly recommend you to visit this Rise Festival. We're going to share this. How not to get the bomb, and because there's so many slips between cup and lips. So this is because if you are offending devotees, it's very, very detailed, I think for the first time, deep analysis of how to avoid Vaishnava paradhas, what Shastra says about that. So then if you can avoid that, we can immediately we can develop the taste. Hare Krishna, if somebody interested, you can just have a look. There's analysis of Vaishnava aparadha. Aparadha, against Radha. Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji.
I'm not going to be there because can I buy this one?
Well, I didn't bring with me. I just show. Yeah, sure. You can just you can have a look. You just can place the order Jayananda Prabhu. You can give him some order. You can just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How can I pay for that?
Yeah. You can give me as a donation.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. You can show if somebody wants. You can just have a look. Then you can place order to Jayananda Prabhu. We can bring for you.
Okay.
Today, tomorrow. Mataji, Hare Krishna. So nice to see you. Hare,
So nice to see you.
Hare Krishna. Very
I
nice.
heard your class online as well.
Very good. You have to tell me the secret. Why are you shining always?
This is Mahaprasad.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
And
Hare Krishna. You're always as kind.
this is fruit garland from Gopuni
Hmm.
and Ramnami.
Seriously, huh?
And
I'll distribute this to all the devotees.
this is from Udupi Krishna,
Really, huh?
South India.
You go there?